Hello to all the owl citizens, hoot owls, and anyone who's a fan of Adam Young. So I've been a fan of Adam Young for like a very long time. I've been listening to pretty much all his songs, including Sky Sailing, including all his scores. I have pretty much every single CD that is like canon. I know that sounds weird. I know I wasn't a fan of him since like 2009. I wasn't like that fan that's been following him all the way through. But you can be a fan of someone who's just starting off. And I know you're wondering, who could it possibly be? Who could he be referring to? And that is Who Cares. I know. I've just been releasing new songs. I just made this song that I actually had the song I just released. It's called Say Goodbye. And I'm already getting a lot of support for my channel. Like, it has like 60, 70 views in like 2 days, which I know is not super impressive, but to me that is. So if you want to support someone who's just starting off, would love and appreciate a sub. I'm definitely going to have more Owl City content coming down the road, and definitely having a lot of cool stuff planned in mind. You don't care about that. You want to hear Adam Young and Coco Moon album review, so let's jump into it. Pretty much coming into this, I was kind of skeptical, to be honest. I mean, I had extreme hype before the ARG, and then it kind of died down ever since. I loved all his singles, don't get me wrong, like all of them were very good, but it definitely seemed it was going on the route of cinematic. And if you don't know already, cinematic is actually my least favorite Owl City album, with Maybe I'm Dreaming being the first. And if you listen to Owl City, you'll know that those are two very contrasting albums compared to Owl City work. And that's kind of the reason why. So when I was going into this, I was listening to like Adam Check Please, which is a good segue because that's the first track of the album. And Adam's Check Please is a very good song musically, probably one of the best produced songs on the album for my ears. But the lyrics were just not my thing at all. And I was thinking, wow, we're going back into cinematic again. I mean, the music is good, but the lyrics are just not there. And so I was definitely going to this album very skeptically. And this just shows how surprising Adam Young is. Adam Check Please is probably one of the weaker songs on the album. And I know that because of reading all the Reddit posts and all the Discord posts. People actually think that, based on like different votes and things like that, Adam Check Please is usually towards the bottom. The fact that he promoted that first is kind of crazy. And I think that's why a lot of people were very weary going into this album. But then we go into song number 2, Under the Circus Lights. And this song, oh my goodness, got me so excited. I was actually listening to this song on an airplane, okay? I was actually listening to this entire album on an airplane because I was coming back from Florida, which I have a whole video right in that top corner right there. This song is probably one of my favorites on this album, if not my favorite, besides one other song, which you probably know if you've heard this album. That's very amazing. But this song got me immediately excited for the album. I completely skipped past Adam Check Please because I already heard it, and this song is probably the most singable songs on this album for me. I like a bunch of different things with lyrics that are kind of hard to remember, and then just singing along with it. I don't know the reason why about that, but the music in this is amazing. It actually sounds like a sequel to Super Honeymoon on Maybe I'm Dreaming. Because on Super Honeymoon, it talks about this girl, this gymnast actually, and how he was amazed by her. She was like swinging around. And then Under the Circus Lights is about a trapezist. I think that's how you say it, trapezist? I don't know. Someone put in the comments how you pronounce that. But it was about how he was amazed by this trapezist. How he was kind of falling in love with her. And this music is amazing. This might be a unpopular opinion, I like the part more when it isn't like the circusy vibes, like right in the beginning of the song. And then the circus parts are not bad. It's still very, very good. It's just I like that part a little bit more. This song musically is very amazing. It has like, I don't know, is it called ASMR? I don't know what that's called when you have like the sounds is like immersive experience. I don't think it's called ASMR, but I don't know what it's called. I mean, but it sounded like him and like the circus tent, like talking around like ladies and gentlemen. You know that part if you've listened to this album. But it was a very, very fresh sounding Owl City sound. It was very mature, like cinematic, but it wasn't like cinematic. I don't know how to explain it. This album is very much like Mobile Orchestra and Ultraviolet, I think is the closest way of describing this entire album. But this song is definitely one of my favorites on this album. If I had to rate it, I would rate it probably 8 out of 10. And just so you know, the reviews of this are pretty much on Owl City's work as pretty much a whole. So that if you see, there's no 10 out of 10s on this album, or that seems kind of low, that's because I'm kind of rating it on all Owl City's work, not just on this album. So number 3 is Kelly Time, and I already reviewed out of this. If you want a number for it, probably 6 or 7 out of 10. So if you want to see it, just go back to my other review of top 3 most anticipated albums, and I talk about that a little bit more. So number 4 is Field Notes. I pretty much knew immediately that it was from the Bible parable about finding a treasure and then buying the field to get that treasure. If you're a Christian, pretty much know that story. But I immediately knew that was the song, and it was a really cool story going along with it. I'm like, I know what he's doing. That's really, really cool. And then the song kind of stops, and he explained, this is how and what the song means. And I'm not a fan of that. As a Christian, a very strong Christian, I do like the story and the imagery of it, because I knew what the story was. But then explaining it kind of defeats the purpose of that imagery. I don't know if that makes any sense. I mean, the song and music was very good. It was very good to listen to. I'm definitely going to listen to it. It's not my top favorite songs of Owl City, but it was still a very good song. But like, if it just took out the end part, I think it would have been a lot better. Please don't take this as like me saying like, oh, he doesn't like listening to Adam's Christianity. No, I love it. I love that he's a strong Christian. I love that. But it's just, I don't know. I just like the more song aspect of it. It feels more like a lesson, like a Bible school song lesson, than an actual music production, I guess, like a music song. So that's my review on that song. I mean, it's still a very good song. I do like that song. So this song is probably, out of all Owl City's work, like 4 or 5 out of 10. Not something I'm going to be listening to when I think of Owl City. Number 5 is Sons of Thunder, and I think this is one of the more forgettable songs on the album. It's not a bad song. It's like that mid song, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think this directly is like right in the middle. And looking at the Reddits and the reviews of it, it usually is always in the middle. It's a good song. Again, it's another Christian song where it kind of explains it in the end. But another really good song. It's definitely really listenable. I think it's a lot, in a way, like Field Notes. I actually haven't listened to this song many times. I've probably listened to it 1 or 2 times, so I know that I'm kind of struggling to think of words for it. But like I said, it's a very forgettable song for me, personally. So for reviewing it, I'm going to give it, again, probably like 4 or 5 out of 10 for Owl City's all work. If I was saying it for this album, it would probably be a lot higher, but I like rating things on Owl City's other work. We come to the one that everyone's talking about. If you've been on YouTube and looking at reviews for Owl City, pretty much this song you have heard. It is The Tornado. This song is amazing. This song did not go at all what I thought it was going to go. So again, Adam paints this beautiful picture of this kid, and he's trying to go through his everyday life, and then he realizes that a tornado is coming, and it's about to wipe out this entire town. And him. And usually that's not the type of music that Adam kind of makes. Like, he doesn't make any dark music. And it immediately starts going with the strings and things like that, and things start to build up, and I'm like, wait, is he going to take this to, like, unknown territories here? And he did. He starts screaming on this album, and people are like, I don't really like that screaming. You're not supposed to. Like, it's not supposed to sound like always pleasant to the ears. This guy is about to die. He's not going to be like, oh no, it's a tornado. I'm going to get swept away. I mean, that's what it would be like in Owl City's other albums, like Strawberry Avalanche. But yeah, this song was really amazing. It has like the calm part and then like the dark part with the strings. That dark part, though, I'm just going to call it the dark part. It should have been longer. Like, it was way too good. Right when it starts building up, those strings make it actually, I don't know how to explain it, but it actually sounds like what a tornado would sound like in music form. I don't know if that makes any sense, but to me, that's what it was. And it was just a really good song all around. And I'm definitely going to be listening to this song a lot. I already have listened to this song a lot. If I had to rate it, like 9 out of 10, because 10 are for like those S tier songs on Owl City, but this is talking about all Owl City's work, and that's pretty impressive. Next is Vitamin C. Talked about that one already. Probably like 7 out of 10 for all Owl City's music. And this is where we reach Dinosaur Park. And I have an unpopular opinion. This is one of my least favorite songs on this album. It is very slow. It is very long. I like more upbeat, fast-paced Owl City songs. Kind kind of like West Coast Friendship. That's a good song. Cave In, things like that. And this song is very slow and very long, kind of boring to me. I mean, it's not a bad song. It's still a very good song, but I just maybe I have to give it more listens to and it'll be better. But pretty much in this song, Adam's talking about Dinosaur Park, an actual place, and how he thinks that the dinosaurs might come alive, or if they do, what happens when they do come alive. And it just seems like elevator music to me. Sorry, Adam. So, I know it's a quick review. I only listened to this one a couple times because I just really wasn't into it. Probably like a 3 or 4 out of 10. So after that one, we have Learn How to Surf. And this one should have been in his promotion. I think that if you took out Adam Check Please and put in either Under the Circus Lights or Learn How to Surf, it would have been a lot better. I feel like there were so much stronger songs on the album. I feel like the songs that he picked were completely off of what this album actually was. Like, those were the songs that were the most kind of like, I mean, it's not outlandish, but very different compared to how the rest of this album felt and flowed throughout. And I feel like if he used this song, because this song is very good, Learn How to Surf is very good, but I feel like this one should have been in there. Pretty much, I know it's a little rant right there, but this song is very good. People say it's the most singable one because it repeats itself a lot, and that's probably my only biggest critique. It's like, I saw this girl's tattoos, sings the main chorus, gotta go with the flow, da 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 da, and then it goes back talking to the exact same thing about girl's tattoo, and then I asked it what it meant, and that's what she said, and then it goes back to that chorus part, and then says that of many, many times down the road. So, I mean, it's a very good song. Like, I feel like if this song was... I feel like if the chorus was bad, the song would have been completely unlistenable. If you think about it, I know this might hurt a lot of people's Owl City ears. It's built a lot like All My Friends. I mean, it's true, though. Like, it has, like, pretty much the same words and talking about, like, All My Friends are the girl's tattoos, sings the main chorus, goes back, and then sings the main chorus a ton of times. But this song is a lot better than All My Friends. This song is probably This song is actually one of my favorite on the albums. I like singing along to this song because it was the ones that I could actually remember the lyrics to the most. And so that'll be the song that I play in the background when I want to sing to a song. But yeah, I love this song. This song is fun. I could definitely see myself playing at a beach if I wasn't, if I was that kind of surfer dude. But yeah, I really like this song. And I would say that this one has to be a good 7 or 8 out of 10. I mean, I'll definitely listen to this song. After that, we have Meadow Lark. And this is a very calm song that I feel was better than Dinosaur Park. And I mean, again, it has the very preachy element towards the end, which is, I mean, I'm fine with it, kind of, and I think it would have been a little bit better without it, but I feel like this was a more smooth journey. I mean, it was about 2 soldiers holding up their guns for a very, very long time, and until birds started singing, and then they finally put their guns down. So, hey, if you ever get in a fight, call a Meadow Lark. It sounds like one of those lawyer things. If you ever get in a shootout with another soldier, please call Meadow Lark Agency. Again, that is Meadow Lark Agency at 1-800-955-LARK. 1-800-955-LARK. Thank you for watching. Something like that. That's what I felt like, though. But overall, it was a very good story. I enjoy the music to it and that little melody that he had. It's like House Wren, but a sequel with more people in it. I mean, it has like that whistling part, kind of, but with him humming. But yeah, it was a very good experience. Enjoyed that song a lot. But based on all of his thing, it's very mid. It's like 5. And the last song is My Muse, and this song answered a lot of questions that have been going on in the Owl City community. Is Adam Young married? And he is. He is married to, I believe, her name is Abby Olmstead, maybe? I don't know. I didn't really go into his personal life too much. But, yeah, it's really nice to hear that he's married. And the fact that he took a longer break answers a lot of questions. Because people were wondering if they broke up and stuff like that. I don't know the full aspect, I can guarantee you that someone has a video out there based on Owl City's love relationship. Where's it at? We need the topics. We need the juice. I don't know if those are terms, but but yeah, it was a very beautiful song. I can definitely see a lot of Owl City fans pretty much playing this song at their weddings. But yeah, I really like this song. It was a very beautiful song. The fact that they've been married and that they're happy still. It was probably one of the more beautiful songs that Adam Young has made because it felt very personal to him. That wasn't cinematic. And cinematic does have some nice songs. I do like them, but it was like where cinematic should have been. Now this song is harder to rate because, again, the music aspect was good, but it isn't a song we'll listen to many times except for when I'm married. But when I do get married, it'll probably mean more to me. So I'm going to rate this from a range from 4 to like 8. I know that's like the biggest range yet, but I don't really know where to rate this right now. But overall, Coco Moon is a very good album. It definitely is up there, not for the best albums, but like in the middle of the road. And now I can finally say like a hot topic that I've been wanting to say, but I didn't want to go straight out saying it. Cinematic should have been an Adam Young project, and it shouldn't have been I just don't think it should have been under the category of Owl City, just based on it was very personal to him, and it wasn't music that was like, you know, like the Owl City kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that this album definitely confirms it. That I feel like Cinematic should have been like under Adam Young, and this album should definitely be under Owl City. It brings the maturity of Owl City's Cinematic, and mixes it with his older stuff and something completely brand new. It's really weird how to explain it, but I feel if you're an Owl City fan, I think you can agree with me that this album was very good. It was very mature compared to his past albums. And overall, it made me a lot more excited for his next album because Cinematic kind of slowed the hype down for me on his further music, but not on him. But yeah, if I had to rate this album, I guess I have to rate all the albums now. Maybe I'll have a whole video about me ranking all the albums in the future. So if I had to review this album compared to all the rest of his albums, it's probably going to be, if I had to do a quick rundown where this album falls under, it's first Maybe I'm Dreaming, Ocean Eyes Deluxe Edition, All Things Bright and Beautiful, Airplane Carry Me to Bed, I know that's Sky Sailing, but hey, Ultraviolet EP, then probably Coco Moon based on the hype, but it's very, very close to the Midsummer Station. I feel like it has like the hit and miss songs just like the Midsummer Station, followed by followed by Of June, then Mobile Orchestra. I don't really listen to Of June that much, and that's the reason why it's so low down there, but there are really good songs on Of June. But then Of June, Mobile Orchestra, and then Cinematic. But hey, thank you for watching. We're trying to hit 25 subs by April 7th, and if that happens, then I'm going to release all the music that I've released and all further music that I make onto Spotify and all streaming platforms. But I really appreciate the support. Like every other YouTuber says, it's free. You can always unsubscribe later. Give a thumbs up, and I'm out. See ya.